And then finally, the closed sales. So from 2022 to 2023, Vilas and Oneida County residential waterfront, there actually were almost 100 less sales. So in 2022, there were 534, 23, there were only 433. So that's about a 19% drop in the number of closed sales on waterfront. The last slide I have is a graph that shows how when the listings start to increase in the year. And what I just wanted to point out to people, because I've switched over to being a listing agent now from a buyer's agent, should throw that in there too. So I'm looking at the listing side of things a little bit more than I used to. So in June, that was our peak of new listings coming into the MLS. And what interests me is, so we've got 104 on this graph that I pulled. In January, there are only 17. And in talking to people, so many people are saying, oh, I don't want to list in the winter, isn't the spring the time to list, etc., etc. But right now, in January 23, there were 17, we were at 17 new listings in January in Vilas and Oneida County residential waterfront. When you go to June, there were 104 new listings on residential waterfront. So, I mean, if you list in January, you're going to get a whole lot more attention than you're going to get in June, in my opinion.
I think that's brilliant, and I think that makes so much sense, because if you want to stand out and have people notice you, where are you going to get the most attention right now? And if you do the math on how many days does it take to close a property generally, if you wrote an offer on January 30th and you're a traditional buyer who's financing, so that closing would be 60-ish days later, which would put
63 according to my
63.
stats.
So that would put you in April, and who does not want to be organizing, moving in, and getting ready in April and May so that you can have your lake waterfront home for the summer? So yeah, great point about listing now and standing out a whole lot more than you would in June. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Anybody have questions for Becky? Good info. All right. Up next, we have Alicia.